Let's encourage somebody, say the pool is open. The pool is open. People that come here, we come here in all kind of ways. We come here, some come here with money, some come broke, some come hurt, some come happy, some come struggling, some come heavy laden. There's many of us that come to the house, and what we have to understand is that if we are going to be the pool where many people can come and jump in and be refreshed by the Spirit of God, then we're going to have to set the atmosphere where people can feel comfortable coming to the pool. Got to realize that everybody's not coming on the mountaintop when they come here. Everybody didn't roll out of bed happy. Some people rolled out of bed struggling. Rolled out of bed not knowing what was going to take place on that day. Some people went to bed heavy and woke up still heavy. Went to bed with issues and woke up still thinking about the same issues that you went to bed on. Learn how to cover up our issues. We've learned how to talk over our issues, but the bottom line is that when we leave here, that we still, if God doesn't help us and turn us and flip us and touch us, we're going to leave here with the same kind of what? Destitute, marginalized, outcast, and we don't understand what folk have gone through in their lives, what people have dealt with, what people are dealing with today. We don't know what's in the mind of people when they come to the house of God. That's why I wanted us to stop and just be nice to one another and say hi, because we can be so full of ourselves. God, I feel like preaching a little bit. We can be so full of ourselves that we stop thinking about the well-being of others. Tell somebody, say, you're not that important. You're not that important that you can't stop and say hi. You're not that important that you can't stop, my God, and shake my hand. You're not that important that you can't stop, my God, and ask me how my day is. I might say I'm having a bad day, but at least somebody recognized. Somebody came here, my God, with a hunger and a thirst for God to change their mind, change their life, change their behavior, change their attitude. You got to get tired of doing the same old thing and getting the same old results. You got to get tired of being ran over, jumped on, walked on, talked about. You got to get tired, my God, of living in the same bound in your own mind. I know you're free because you're not in prison, but that doesn't mean that you're free in your mind. You need a desire for God to turn something around in your life. And I know the devil have told some of you that if God doesn't do it today, then it's not going to be changed. But God spoke to me this morning and said, tell Greater Christ Temple that this is your time and your season. You ought to be a place where it's easy for your hands just to go up in the air. This ought to be a place where it's easy to come in here and sit down and know that I don't have to be judged by nobody. I don't have to be talked about and criticized by nobody. This ought to be a place. Y'all ain't helping me. This ought to be a place where I can come in and know that I can find about 2 or 3 sisters that'll pray with me, or 2 or 3 brothers that'll stand with me and say, brother, I know what you're going through, but the Bible said, will 2 or 3 are gathered in his name. Y'all ain't helping me. God, I feel like preaching just a little bit. My God, I know I'm a touch your neighbor kind of preacher, but just encourage somebody and say, I'm here to help you today. Tell them, say, I'm here to help you to get through your situation. I'm here to help you, my God, to realize that it's not going to always be this way. God, I just said something right there. That was a prophetic word to somebody. It's not going to always be this way. The Bible said weeping may endure for a night. God, I feel God coming in here. But joy, wow. You got to to be careful how you enter into this house. You got to be careful how you walk in here. You don't know when God gonna flip that thing around for you. You don't know when God gonna turn it around for you. You don't know when God gonna you don't know when deliverance gonna step in and knock on your door. You got to be careful. My God, I come to tell somebody, stop standing in people's way that's trying to get delivered. God, there's no one in here, my God, whose life can outdo somebody else. We was all born in sin and shapen in iniquity. But it was God that reached down and snatched you out